Right, hello guys, DJ Bagpuss here and welcome to a unexpected Analysing Arsenal video and also my return to YouTube. I'm going to talk about right at the end of the video where I've been and what's going on, but the short and sweet answer to that is that I'm back and I'm raring to get on with some YouTube work. But this video is all about the breaking news that had literally just broken like 20-25 minutes ago, that Arsene Wenger, after 22 years at Arsenal Football Club, will be leaving at the end of the season. And I want to give you kind of my thoughts and feelings as an Arsenal fan as to what I think about it, because I don't really know. This day has been coming, and you know, I've known one manager for my entire life, you know, supporting Arsenal way back in 2008, 2008, 2009, so a decade's passed and I've known one manager, which is very, very rare. You normally get a catalogue of managers taking over your football club. If I supported Chelsea, for instance, then they have like 6 or 7 managers between me getting into football and to this very minute. But with Arsenal, it's been strange. You know, we've had one manager and one man has single-handedly run this club. And I've known, and I'm going to sound like such a hypocrite, I've been saying for weeks, for months, even for years, I've wanted Arsene Wenger to leave. And now that he is leaving, I do feel a little bit of sadness. You know, yes, I'm glad that he's leaving because I feel like it will progress and take the club forward, and everything that I said that I feel would happen when Arsene Wenger does leave, I still feel will happen. But now that he's recognised that there's a problem, I'm not angry at him anymore, because you know, my major act of frustration and why I got so angry at him was because of the fact that I thought he felt that he could still take this club back to the top. You know, there was an element of, you know, arrogance, and he thought he was better than Arsenal Football Club and a better manager than what he actually was, because he had an amazing first 7-8 years, winning 3 titles, giving us the Invincibles, and then, you know, he had to oversee the move from Highbury to the Emirates, and, you know, we were paying off a stadium, and to keep the financial equity at a good level and also keep us into the Champions League was an amazing achievement. Then to go, after paying off the debt, win back-to-back FA Cups, give us the closest title race I could think of, even though we came just behind Leicester City and we were kind of out of it with 6 or 7 games to go. And, you know, then, you know, missing out on the Champions League last season, and this season has been a car crash. But for me, most importantly, what is the most sad thing is that, you know, with all of these tributes running in, people will always remember Arsene Wenger for the bad things that he did, not necessarily the good things. And for me, I want to remember him now for the good thing. You know, for him to say that he's stepping down at the end of the season despite having another year in his contract, he now sees, and I looked at him all season, he looked a broken man. He looked like he's had enough, and I think he now has got to the point where he feels he can't take this group of players further anymore. Hence why he's saying he's stepping down, really. So it's a double-edged sword, really. I don't know whether, I mean, I'm definitely saddened by the news, but I'm happy because of I can now see light at the end of the tunnel, considering with the future that Arsenal Football Club potentially are going to go. It's not going to be easy. You know, we're probably going to have next season as a transition season like you always have, but it gives you much more optimism. It gives you positivity, and also between now and the end of the season, you're not going to see any rants. You're not going to see the Wenger out brigade. The Wenger out brigade have died. Today's the day they died because they got what they want. Arsene Wenger's leaving, so now you're going to get the fan base reuniting. I wouldn't be surprised if every single game at the Emirates between now and the end of the season is filled to the brim, because everybody now wants to get behind Arsene Wenger and send this man out in a blaze of glory. You know, and I think that's what this announcement's going to do. You know, we've got 6 or 7 games between now and the end of the season. We've got an Europa League semi-final that is crucial, and now it's all about making sure that we can send Arsene Wenger off in the best possible way. If he wins the Europa League and walks away, that would be absolutely amazing, absolutely brilliant. Send him out in a trophy, taking Arsenal back into the Champions League. A new manager comes in and takes us, tries to take us further into the Champions League and helps us go and rack up the Premier League table. You know, whatever happens, the blame is not going to be at Arsene Wenger. It's now the players, and the players' decision now is that they need to step up and get behind this manager. If they weren't listening to him now that they know that he's leaving at the end of the season, get behind him. Get behind him and, you know, play like you've never played before. Put in everything you've got in every single game to give that man the send-off that he deserved, because I've been rude about him, I've been angry about him, you know, and I've wanted him out for many, many years. But that's because, as I said, I didn't think he was ever going to go. I think he felt that he was better than the club. And now that he's recognised and accepted that he can't be the Arsenal manager forever, you know, now let's get behind him. Let's turn that anger and disgust and angriness into respect for the man. You know, and that's what we've got to do, really. The news kind of came about as, like, I woke up, I set my alarm for like 9 AM, and then I turned it off and went back to sleep because I was still, like, really, really tired. And then I woke up about 5 to 11, I recorded this, currently 7:15 at the time we were recording this, and I turned back on my Wi-Fi, and it said Arsene Wenger will step down at the end of the season, and it was both on BBC Sport and Sky Sports, and I kind of read the report that BBC Sport and Sky Sports done, and I was just thinking to myself, wow. You know, and all throughout this week, you know, I've been thinking about fate and with all the events that have happened in my personal life. Tonight, I was going to record a video basically talk about whether Arsene Wenger should leave Arsenal. Now I'm doing a video that's actually about Arsene Wenger leaving Arsenal. So, you know, it's been a crazy, crazy week for me in my personal life. But as for Arsenal, it's just been, well, I mean, this news has just come kind of out of the blue, really. I thought we would address it at the end of the season. And, you know, I think, you know, with the Newcastle game, and obviously because of my, you know, absence from YouTube, I didn't do a video talking about my thoughts and feelings to the game at St James's Park, where Newcastle beat us by 2-1. And again, it was the same pattern, you know, particularly away from home. And, you know, to have, I think we've won 1 or 2 games away from home this season, which is absolutely, like, ludicrous. It's absolutely awful. Yeah, we've won 2 away games. We won away at Burnley, and we won away at, 3, sorry. We won away at Crystal Palace, away at Burnley, and away at Everton. So 3 away games we've won the season. All the others we've either drawn or lost. And, you know, the same thing, we score an absolutely brilliant goal between Lacazette and Aubameyang. We wanted to see them both starting up front together. They do start up front together. And, you know, and then we just get battered. We get bullied. And defensively, we're all over the shop. You know, we're never ever going to get anywhere with our defence and our midfield, and that is sort of an area that when the new manager comes in, and, you know, the new manager is going to be, you know, announced as soon as possible, really, once they look at all the subjective candidates that are, you know, in the offer. And there's been so many names that have been thrown around, but we need to work on our defence. We need to get a better goalkeeper. We need to get a better CDM. Going forward, I feel like our attack is fine. You know, Lacazette, Aubameyang, Ozil, Mkhitaryan. You know, it's bad, and we're in a very, very bad position. But we're not as bad as what it looks. On paper, we're having an absolutely ridiculous season. But for a new manager to come in, set his brand new tactics, set his brand new play style, and also add in and strengthen key areas of the team that we know that we need, and, you know, that is going to give us such a big leap, really. You know, and at this particular moment, I absolutely now, more than anything, I would love to win the Europa League. And that Atletico game that we've got next Thursday is for Arsene Wenger. You know, we're doing this all now for Arsene Wenger, really. And I just hope that we give him the greatest send-off that he deserves, because we've got time. You know, we've just got just under a month between when the season ends. Let's send him off in a blaze of glory. All the fans are going to come together. There's not going to be any more hostility or negativity. If there is, it's to do with the players. If I rant between now and the end of the season, I'm going to be ranting just at those players that have let Arsene Wenger down. Do it for the manager. You know, win every single Premier League game between now and the end of the season. We're probably going to finish 6th. I don't think we're going to finish below Burnley, particularly with the result that happened last night. Although that game against Burnley is absolutely pivotal, which is, I think, not our... Because obviously we've got West Ham, then we've got Manchester United, and then we've got Burnley, really, before we've got Leicester and Huddersfield. So we've got 5 Premier League games remaining. So, you know, let's get 15 points. Let's get into the Europa League final, and let's win the Europa League. And, you know, Wenger, as I said, will walk away, you know, the great victor. And I think we're going to remember him for all of the good things he did right when he came to Arsenal, as opposed to the bad things now. And like I said, you know, you may in the comment section below call me a hypocrite, because if you look back to my earlier analysis on Arsenal videos during the season, I've absolutely hounded at him. But he's going. You know, he's doing what I wanted him to do. And that is respectful, and that must be so difficult for a man that's been in the hot seat for 22 years to say to the day that I'm now going to step down at the end of the season. It's going to be, must have been really, really difficult for him. Stan Kroenke said this was one of the most toughest days in football that he's ever seen. You know, a man who lives and breathes and loves Arsenal. You can see Arsene Wenger loves Arsenal with a passion, and he only wants what's best for Arsenal Football Club. The problem is that we've gone through the modern era. His tactics sort of died out, and you can see that the players are just not listening to him. It's been the same voice for so long that they've given up even trying for him. And this season, it's been apparent in so many of the performances where they've just given up. You know, the Carabao Cup final for one was a team that went into that game and couldn't be arsed, really. So, you know, the time is right, the moment's right, and as I said, now let's just galvanise and get Arsenal to that Europa League final. Let's win the Europa League and send him out with that final trophy, a European trophy. Something that he's never ever got as Arsenal manager, and he's never going to win the Champions League. But, you know, win a European trophy, and he's won everything, apart from winning the Carabao Cup, but no one cares about the Carabao Cup, you know, really. But he's won everything else at Arsenal at club level. So, you know, plenty to ponder, really, in terms of Arsenal Football Club. Obviously, the names, you know, Thomas Turgoose is the favourite. Carlo Ancelotti. At this stage, I love to see Carlo Ancelotti at Arsenal. He did wonders at Bayern Munich, what he did at Chelsea. He said that he wants to manage in London. So, personally, I want to see him there. You know, not necessarily he's going to be there for a long, long time. You know, a quick fix. But he knows what it means to play at the very top level. He knows what it means to win the Premier League title. And I think he does like Arsenal, has respect for Arsenal. So, you know, that's going to be interesting to see who, you know, manager is going to take the reins of Arsenal Football Club. Something I've never ever had to think about, you know, once before. You know, I think Arsene Wenger's going to have a big part to play in terms of, you know, who actually is going to go on to be the next Arsenal manager. And I definitely think he's going to take a more... I don't know if he's going to take a kind of board of directors role, or if he's going to, you know, sit with, you know, the chairman, or I don't know, or if he's just going to step away from Arsenal entirely. I don't quite know what he's going to do next. That's going to be interesting to see. Like, there's questions too, how's Arsenal going to finish the season? You know, who's going to be the next manager of Arsenal? And where is Arsene Wenger going to go in terms of Arsenal? Is he going to become an upstairs figure, or is he going to just walk away from Arsenal and begin his time at Fresh and Frown? But, you know, starting on, you know, October the 1st, 1996, 22 years later, Arsene Wenger finally is leaving Arsenal Football Club. Absolutely staggering. Absolutely staggering. So, just wanted to give you my thoughts and feelings to what I think about, you know, Arsene Wenger and the breaking news that has literally broke this morning about, you know, Arsene Wenger is leaving Arsenal. And just want to say that thank you so much for your continued guys' support. If you don't follow me on social media, obviously my last video was last Thursday talking about my thoughts and feelings to the game when we beat CSKA Moscow, and I said I was going to do an Arsenal video with my thoughts and feelings to the game at Newcastle and other projects in the mix. But I had a family emergency and something that has really made me reevaluate absolutely everything. I'm going to do a podcast in the next kind of 2-3 days, not talking about the family emergency. I'm going to keep that hidden, but kind of giving you my thoughts and feelings as to what caused me to take a break from YouTube. I expressed it on my social medias, so if you don't follow me and you do have a Twitter account, follow me at DJBagpuss998 to get all of the updates and developments to the channel as well. I'm also pleased to announce that I have myself a new job as well as working with YouTube, so I'm going to be starting that very, very soon. I'm going to be starting that early next month as well. But yeah, it's been an absolutely crazy week. I'm, you know, pleased to tell you that I'm back. I'm raring to go. We're going to have and get back into the swing of things with videos. Analyse Arsenal. I'm going to be doing an Analyse Arsenal preview tomorrow, a match review Sunday. DJ Bagpuss Music Moments, the DJ Bagpuss Show, Fortnite Funnies, and, you know, Throwback Thursday that I'm bringing back next month. And I didn't do one this month, but, you know, as I keep saying, plans will obviously change, but I'm at this minute, I'm back. I'm raring to go, and I love each and every one of you, and just want to say thank you for the support. I mean, you guys are still watching my content, even though I haven't been doing anything this week, and even though the channel's been a little bit dead this week, you know, I had to kind of take a break and get my head straight. Things are slowly and relatively getting back to normal, so I'm kind of back and raring to go as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like on the video. I'm going to put a vote out by Twitter whether you agree, should Arsene Wenger leave Arsenal, is it the right decision? And also let me know in the comment section below your thoughts and feelings to Arsene Wenger leaving Arsenal. And this is DJ Bagpuss signing out. Until next time, take care, and I shall speak to you all very, very, very soon. Take care, and I shall see you all later.